Hello everyone, and hello anyone. Welcome back to episode 2 of User Full Plays RimWorld. So when we last left off, everything was honestly looking pretty good. New lovers, I'll give it a that. Shoot frenzy on the woman who doesn't shoot, also wicked. And we're planting. Lots and lots of plants. I'm going to bump it up to speed 3 so we can get through the night. Maybe chuck down some more orders. And I'm just gonna throw a simple research bench up here. It's not the best spot, and it won't be the permanent spot, but for now it's probably the safest spot we can have it. People are going to be in and out of here a lot, cooking food, hopefully keeping things cool. If we do have any lighting or anything, we're going to want to keep it in here so that it can light as many people as possible. They won't all be in the darkness. Speaking of which, why don't we just throw down a torch? And you know what? We'll put one in. You don't need one yet, because we've only got 3 people. We only need 2 beds. That's how we're going to run this for now. They're working on chopping orders. Stuff's being stored. Okay, so I think we'll let them finish up these constructions. We've selected water mill generation as our research. And yeah, I'm going to throw down a plan over here just to remind me there's steel and that I should at some point come over here and get some of that if we find ourselves running low. Oh, okay, here we go. This is what I was expecting on episode 2. I didn't pause. Okay, the cheetah men are here to raid us. A group of pirates from the cheetah men have arrived nearby. They will prepare for a while, then attack. Prepare defenses or attack them preemptively. We're probably just going to wait for them to show up, because it's one guy, Rocker, and he's got a knife. He's got a steel knife. It's poor quality, but even a poor quality knife can do some damage. Just gotta jump down to 1 for a second and think about where he is. I have them dismantle that as well. So he'll probably just run over the water, which will slow him down a bit. Hopefully slow him down a bit. We'll give our guys a chance to shoot. We're just going to wait for him to do his thing. We'll keep getting on with some construction. And then it should alert me when he's going to start charging us, and then we'll figure it out as we go. There we go, got some heal root. What you up to now? Playing horseshoes, there you go. Removing the boredom. That's what we like. Okay, let's think about a couple more production things. Now we're going to want a stonecutter's table. We're not going to want it outside, because as you can see, we get a little work speed penalty. Oh, and the pirates from the cheetah men are beginning their assault. Are you? Where are you? You're nearby. Poppy's also nearby. Okay. We're gonna have Poppy kill him. We're gonna have Taiki roll up and try and take some shots. Oh, okay. We'd absolutely killed it. It's fine. Assess the damage time. You're in no immediate danger. You got a knife cut, understandably, from Rocker. I think first things first. Where's our base? Here it is. I'm gonna put down, just if I knew where it was, a really rubbish sleeping spot. It's on the ground, but it's for the prisoner. And I'm gonna have Poppy. You can pick that up if you like. I'm going to have Poppy undrafted, capture the pirate. Taiki, also undrafted, take his knife, please. Okay, I think, all things considered, that was a pretty successful little raid. I know there's gonna get worse, a lot worse, but for now, we can take the small victories. We'll capture him, and when you capture prisoners, if you're unfamiliar, you can release them and maybe get some goodwill with their faction. You can just kill them. You can chat with them and try and recruit them to your cause. Maybe they'll join you, or maybe they're quite stubborn and they won't. And you can also take body parts from them. A little grim, if we're being honest. I like to reserve it if they're really bad people, and have some bionic body parts. Because I am a fan of making my people all super bionic and stuff. Got a 3 wide path. Lovely. Poppy will come back, she'll get some help. Chuck the prisoner in here. He's gonna die, isn't he? Really soon! Could you... or you... apologies for the sound, by the way. Gonna put that somewhere where it's not gonna annoy me. Who's our best doctor? Taiki, where are you? You're not that far away. Could you super emergency like tend to right. Let me think. Is he any good? He's kind of subpar. I think we'll probably just send him on his way. Oh no, we won't, because we don't get any relation increase for keeping him happy and healthy. So he's rubbish, but we're going to try and recruit him anyway. He's not very difficult to recruit. He won't take very long. I think that's the well, assuming he lives. He's going to die in 0.6 hours, which is like 20 seconds in RimWorld time. I'm going to speed it up just a bit, and maybe he'll die. Hopefully he won't. Taiki's not really the best doctor. He's going to die. He died. Okay. A little bit of a waste of medicine. We're going to have to get started on some graves. I hadn't considered that until now. We'll put them here. A little ambitious, I know. Lots and lots of graves. But it's probably for our benefit. So I think once we get the research bench going, once they wake up, I am on speed 3, so that'll be going. Once they wake up, get the research bench built, get some water power, and then we can start freezing things, and I don't feel so bad about just wasting food making meals. Okay, minor panic. Poppy has gone sick from infection. Oh, because nobody tended to her. Now you're tending to Poppy. For goodness sake. You couldn't have done that when she'd been stabbed. I suppose I did make you tend to this guy. Apologies there. Had to clear the old throat. Okay, we gotta get rid of that dead guy. We also probably should have taken his clothes. Because in previous RimWorlds, you used to strip all the clothes off dead people. They'd be a bit tattered because obviously you put some bullet holes through them. But they were usable, passable, as high fashion. But these days they're tainted. because they're clothes that belong to a dead person, and people hate that. Understandably, I don't know how comfortable I would feel. So now you have to actually make fresh clothes for people. And what a pain that is. I don't know what direction that's facing. I'm going to assume that's the correct direction. I'm going to give them some end tables because it makes their rooms feel just a little nicer. And look at that, they're really cracking on with the floor. Nice, look at our little community. Okay, you're all asleep, that's fine. Colonists need treatment. She'll probably make it. You can check how it's going here. The infection is at 33%, her immunity is at 46%, which means she'll probably make it. I'm sorry to wake you, Taiki, but we really can't afford for one of our colonists to die on episode 2. It's not okay. You tend to her, you fed her a meal, or you ate a meal in her presence. Heat wave. Let's just take a moment to think about what we've done. Now we've got an issue. So a heat wave can induce deadly heat stroke. Stay in cool buildings, either by building passive or electric coolers. We don't have any electricity, which big problem with power. The only way we can get it is a wood fire generator or a wind turbine. Now might be the opportunity to run at slow speed and think about building a wind turbine. Probably somewhere here. Because then we can think about putting a cooler in here, and we're definitely going to need passive coolers in all of these rooms, and probably vents to vent a bit of the heat between them. But what a nightmare. But it's episode 2. We're literally about 40, maybe 50 minutes into the whole series, and there's a heat wave. Get rid of that. I don't want to see it. I don't want to think about it. See, it says we need warm clothes. We don't need warm clothes. There's going to be a heat wave. Life's going to be miserable. What are they all up to? Good, Taiki, good. Keep doing that. Also, could you bury the dead guy? I know it's not pleasant, but someone has to do it, and you're the one. You chose the middle grave. I would have gone left to right probably, but it's up to you. Got some silver. You're installing things. I'm going to have to run some power. Like that. Just to get that thing powered. Oh, it's going to be awful. There's going to be some heat stroke. But if we can get just a little bit of power going, they may be able to duck in here every now and then. And just survive. You know, in that first episode where we made 6 bedrooms, and I said, I'm being ambitious, but you know, don't judge me. I know what I'm doing. Clearly I don't. We're never going to get 6 people, are we? Colonist needs treatment. Yep, because you got an infection. And do you know what? Who's our constructor? Our best constructor, at least. Taiki, Hilda. Please. We don't have any wood. Okay. Finish what you're doing there. That's great. Planting heel root. When you're done, chop some things, build some things, because they're all going to get heat stroke. Where did you go? You're eating that food. Because we don't have any food. Okay. Okay, the panic's starting to set in. Just a little bit. And there's 2 of them in the same bed. That's going to be such a warm room. I pray for them. Poppy, you're sick. What are you doing? Okay, it's night time. Yep, go to bed. Lovely. While it's night time, I'm going to look at their assigned, nope, their schedules. That's right. And Taiki's on a work frenzy. From High Moves. That's not going to last. Quest. Wicked. First things first. I'm going to delete all of this so they at least go to bed. They don't necessarily have to stay in bed. They sleep for 8 hours and work. Okay, that. Have some recreation first. Hopefully that functions. Drop it down to 1 and let's check out this quest. The Ambushed Dame. Uz Lispega, a dame of the Refugee Empire, which I think is our old, powerful hyper-tech empire, is calling from nearby. Her guards were killed in an ambush. She escaped, but is now being followed by a man-hunting duck. Oh dear. We've all been there, in the local park. Lisgepa wants you to keep her safe at Fool's Landing for a few hours until her shuttle can come pick her up. We will accept. I don't know who we're going to accept for, because whoever we give this royal favour to, they become the psychic powerhouse. Let me pause and consider this. I want someone who's not going to freak out on the regular. You're nervous. You're crazy. You eat a lot, but that's also perfectly fine. You love everything though. Who's the worst person we've got? Probably the crazy one. We're going to go with the crazy one. Where's the quest? Here it is. I'm going to accept for Poppy. Where is she? She's over here. The horrifying man-hunting duck will show up at some point. You refuse to do much, and you're only going to be here for a couple of hours. Yeah, your shuttle arrives in 3 hours. So we'll just keep you as safe as we can from the duck. And go about our business. Speak of the devil duck. Here's the man-hunting duck. Okay. As a powerful royal, who's cutting trees for me? Lovely. I'm going to have to ask you to remain here while my enforcers show up. And you're just going about business. And the duck is really slow. I think our people will get there. They can shoot the duck. She'll have some psychic powers because she's a dame. I don't know how high up in the hierarchy that is, but she should have some decent psychic powers. And if things get pretty dicey with Donald over here, quack quack, I'm sure we can call on our psychic powerhouse. Okay, I thought it was going to be one shot, one kill, but it wasn't. They're doing what they can. Come on. There we go. Good job, Hilda. You can go back. Tiger can go back. Hilda, could you... I'll allow that. Could you haul the duck back? And you're leaving in 1 hour. After chopping some trees for me. Thank you very much. The help is always appreciated. Look at this, free labour. Yep, she doesn't have a weapon, that's fine. The shuttle is here. Right in the middle of the swamp. Fine. Off you go. We'll get some royal favour. I don't think we get anything else. I have to tell it to leave. Here we go. Alright, a lot just happened. A lot just popped up. So we know about the work frenzy. That's fine. Freeholder title gain. She got a title. Actually, she got 2 titles. She got enough royal favour to get the first 2. That's wicked. As a reward for becoming a yeoman, she gets a Psylink Neuroformer, which I think gives you the psychic powers, and we completed the quest. And there's the thing, Poppy, if you would plunge that into your forehead, which I assume is how it works, if you've ever played Prey, like a neuro mod, just right into the eyeball. I'm sure it's something like that. There we go. Psylink gained, Poppy. Poppy has gained the first level of Psylink. Poppy's a dude. I didn't even know that. I'm sorry. He's now Psycaster. To use Psycast, Poppy must build up Psy focus through meditation. The effectiveness of this meditation is increased if the person can focus on a specific object while meditating. Different people are able to focus on different objects. It depends on the person's backstories, traits, and titles. So, royal titles, they like to meditate on their thrones, that makes sense. Tribal childhood, meditate by anima trees and nature shrines. Ascetic psychasters just like blank walls. Psychopaths like graves, ideally with a loved one inside. We're going to try not to hit that point. You can see someone's meditation focus type. I think you're just royal and artistic, maybe. Let's have a look. Oh! She can meditate with dignified, artistic, and morbid. Cool. So, will you just go and meditate at a grave? Can I tell you to oh no, open it. We'll see if she goes and meditates on her own at a grave. Oh, they're finishing. Oh yeah. Finishing the research bench. And all the floors. Now I just need to figure out who's our researcher. 11. Poppy, could you, at the highest priority, could you research watermill power? Because that will give us permanent, uninterrupted power flow. An elk self-tamed. An elk has become tame. It is now designated Elk 1. I meant to jump to wherever that was, but I've just lost it now. Here, is it you? Elk 1. You have intermediate training. So you can't haul things. You can't rescue people. But you can guard people. I'll tell them to train you to guard for now. It might come in handy in a future raid. You can't do anything, can you? No, you can't. The Rupert. Ugh. Poppy needs a meditation spot. Wherever it is. Somewhere, I've seen it. There we go. Yeah, we'll go there. We'll try and keep it unobstructed. She can meditate by the graves, and she'll like it. We need battery. Yeah, I know. Low food. I know. Okay, I need to rework some things because clearly people just aren't cooking. You should cook above everything. Oh, you're doing everything though. Hunt at 3, you hunt at 2. We'll see if we can get some stuff going. Yep, you're gonna butcher. You'll turn it into meat. Don't just eat the meat. Cook it. Okay, I need to really think about this whole food thing because they're gonna start busting that grave open. 'Cause 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 they're gonna start busting that grave open. eating Rocco if we're not careful. Maybe so many construction orders was a bad idea, but I'm just going to leave them up at full speed. The heat wave is over. You know what that means? Cancelling these passive coolers. Stop. Cease and desist. Don't need you either. This place, 21 degrees. Because I didn't set the cooler to actually cool it. I'm going to drop it to -10. It's a bit much. It'll probably drain a lot of power trying to get there. But that's a problem for another day. For now, we just need this refrigerated so the meat doesn't spoil. Look at that, it's frozen. Well, it was frozen. We're out of power because the windmill stopped working. Stop eating raw meat. Unless it fuels you just enough to get the research done, which I would really appreciate because we need it. You know, I know it's bonded. It's not bonded. It's all happening at once. Marriage is on. Poppy proposed marriage to Hilda. Hilda agreed and the two are now engaged. At some point in the coming days or quadrums, which I assume is like a month, they'll have their marriage ceremony and invite all the colonists to consider placing a marriage spot if you want to control where the ceremony occurs. Hilda, settler, will change her last name to Salazar. Sweet! Psychic Soothe, and every female colonist, of which I think there's only one, I think it's Hilda, is nice and calm. Now, upsides, they love each other, they're gonna be pretty happy almost all the time. If we check their needs, got some loving. See, they're having the best time, and because Poppy loves researching, burning passion for her work, she's just absolutely on cloud 9, and she really likes her fiance. I hope that never changes. Fingers crossed, everyone. It also means, it's a little morbid, but if perhaps, perchance, something were to happen to one of them, the other one will absolutely hate life. I'm going to try and avoid that, but, you know, it's RimWorld. I can only avoid so much. Major break risk, minor break risk. What has you so sad? Badly Okay. Taiki's badly malnourished. These are mostly grown. Do you think we can last just a little more? Clearly not. We're having some proper issues. I'm going to have to issue an emergency plant cut order. I'm just going to cut everything. I'm going to hope that they survive. Building a floor while he's sleeping. You just ate the raw rice. Can someone feed? Oh, you were the hungry one. It's fine. We're sorted. We're going to get a little bit of rice. It's not exactly what we're looking for. I think we're gonna end the guard training, and we're gonna slaughter the elk for a bit of meat. It's not what we wanted to do. He was the chosen one, but we're gonna have to. Poppy's eating some food. She's praying. At least the psychic soothe is kind of offsetting the starvation from my lack of initiative, but we won't touch on that. Poppy's researching. You're eating more raw rice. Have you considered just harvesting the rest of it? It's all okay. Who's our talky person? You have a burning passion for it, but you suck. So Hilda's gonna talk with you, wherever you may be. Down here, they're a bulk goods trader, which means they'll have probably some food, and we've got our money in the stockpile now. We've got 800 silver. Silver is your currency in RimWorld. And you kind of trade and barter. You know, you offer things to them and they'll buy it for silver, but you can also buy things at the same time to offset the price. Let's see what they've got. They got cows. Now the cows will produce milk. Do you know? No, we can't. We could sell the yak though. I'm gonna sell the yak. Don't hate. But he's not used for anything. What else have they got? Tribal wear. Wood. Bison wool. I've got 18 mice. They have some meat though. That's a lot of money for some meat in the early game. What's the cheapest? Do you know what? I'm struggling. I apologise. I don't want my people to starve to death, but I also don't want to give them money for just mashed up meat and vegetables. But it's something that we might have to do. For now, we're just gonna sell the yak, and we're gonna see where life takes us. Wait, excuse me. He's just eating our rice. The rice I need for my idiots to not die. Poppy, could you... You're not assigned to handle. Taiki, you're not assigned to handle. Hilda! Sweet, when you're done bringing that in, I'm going to need you to kill the elk. I know, it's difficult, but it's what we need. I also need someone has fueled this. Okay, maybe we'll get some meat. You know, part of me says, what if we just attacked them? We won't, because I think we'll just die. And that'll be it. That'll be the colony over, episode 2, see you later. But we could, they're just tribal people. But they got a lot of bows. Bows can hurt. We're not going to do it. I want to, kind of, but we won't. We're better than that. Yeah, we're making standard meals. It only takes 10 rice, so we're not going to get a lot of rice. We're going to get a decent amount of rice, and they're going to replant. Do you know what? Everything is looking about at the point we started, which is unfortunate, but we're researching. We're going to have water power, then we can think about some defense and security. I'm going to just put plans down because I don't want to waste the wood yet, but I'm concerned from where people are going to come from. I'm thinking like here, just a little wooden barrier for our people to hide behind to keep them covered. Maybe one here as well. Get rid of them. I need warm clothes. We'll figure that out later. Yeah. I'm gonna... I didn't do this in the first episode. We need a dumping stockpile, which is where our colonists will put all of the stuff. They gave us another gift. What did they give us? A wooden club. How lovely. You're all asleep. I'm sure we'll haul that wooden club in. We'll probably sell it to them next time they show up. I don't know how comfortable my people are at fighting in hand-to-hand combat. Oh, that's something we need to sort out as well. They keep just eating standing up. And people hate it. Eat without a table. Oh, I'm sad. I get it. But it's not really the time. I'm just scanning the map to see if there's any little ruined structures with tables that I could not steal, but procure for free. There isn't any. So we're going to have to build a table. 100 wood. I'm probably just going to go with a really rubbish small table. It's just going to be outside. They're not going to enjoy it much. What am I looking for? A dining chair. But it's a place to eat. And they'll stop getting this little mood debuff every time they do it. I know it's not much. These guys, it's fine. They have their lovers, a psychic soothe. They're a little mad about the raw food. Awful bedroom. Chill out. We're going to get there. We see 8 without a table. -3. I don't know if that can stack. Like if they can keep eating without a table on it. It just slowly eats away at the fibre of their being. So I'm just going to try and nip that in the bud and get a nice table up. And they're almost done with the floors. I hadn't even realised. Oh, okay. There's another raid. Pause. This time from the Neo tribe. They're just tribespeople. Again, it's just one person, Monsieur Orange. He has a wooden club. Well, joke's on you. Those other guys gifted me a wooden club. So I'd like to see you face us now. See, this is where the little barrier, I think, would come in handy. Your people can line up behind it. Pop, 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 pop. You know, take out the baddies. And then everyone will be nice and safe and sound. Okay, we'll speed up. Where are you off to? Fill in that last piece of flooring. There's the stonecutter's table. I wanted to get a stonecutter's table up. 1 second. Tribespeople. I wanted to get the stonecutter's table up because we can start building buildings and floors out of stone. They're nicer to look at, nicer to walk on, a bit faster and a bit tougher. So that's the plan. First things first, this tribesperson. Turkey, get drafted and behind the tree. Hilda, drafted at the wall. Where did they go? Oh, you fool! You idiot! I'm just gonna watch this happen. I don't know what his plan was. He had 5 beers and 5 psychite teas. That's probably why he went absolutely mad and attacked these mega spiders. You lunatic. That stuff's just going to be left in there. I'm not going to handle it. Hilda and Taiki, undrafted. Go about your business. We won. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. So you guys please just do what you're going to do. Get some food, cook some meals, build a stonecutter's table. Poppy's researching. She's making some okay speed. He's making some okay speed. Whatever. We're getting there. 210 left, and now. When all that's said and done, power will no longer be an issue. Until it is. She's no longer in a shoot frenzy, but that's fine, she wasn't shooting anyway. Although, maybe it helped her shoot her shot and get married. You never know. Look at this. It's outside, they might not be super comfortable with that, but it's a table. Everybody loves dinner at the table. You know, family gathering, get everyone together. That's what we want out of our little RimWorld colony. The psychic soothe is over. Poppy's meditating. Lovely. I think I'll just lay out one last plan, because this I think I'll stretch up here one day. We can maybe drain the water from this marsh. Or can you build a bridge over it? You can. I don't know how effective that is. Cancel, please. You know, that's a bridge that we'll cross when we come to it. Do you see what I did there? Anyway, back to more pressing matters. I'm going to draw out the plan. That will one day come up to about here. Bring it in line with this. We'll have loads of storage space. this stuff will stay down here, but this will go. We'll have a dedicated research room. And I want to build kind of up this direction. I know there's a lot of marshland in the way, but I think back here is a nice safe spot, barring these things, but they probably won't snake all the way out here, and if they do, we can panic when that happens. Until then, I think up here, kind of a workshop area, backs onto the mountain, and then you could go and claw your way through here maybe. Bridge over. Yeah, so I think what I'll do is just a plan. Oh, I'm so bad at planning, please ignore me. Let me try that again. It might seem a little big, but I feel like, you know, a workshop needs space for all of the stuff. I'm not going to do that, I'm going to do that. So I'll use this natural back wall. I have a workshop up there. I think in here, that's not going to work. In here, some kind of hospital for the injured people to go. Because I anticipate a lot of really injured people in this colony. We'll have a fridge and storage. People will wake up, they'll eat. Over here, a rec room and dining table room. You know, something like that maybe. So I could bring it all the way up here, just make it in line. Something like that. I know it will disrupt the windmill, but we'll move that at some point before we build all this. I should be unpaused and just letting them run through night time. They're getting some loving, they're enjoying life, their mood. This little bar behind them, see the dark grey in Taiki and the light grey. The light grey is how happy he is. He's about 50% happy, glass half full kind of guy. These two, loving it. They love this RimWorld. They still want to get off it, but for now, they're enjoying it. I also had to consider that you need to keep your meditation spot free. I'm going to assign that to Poppy, because that's where she meditates, because she likes dead bodies. Don't judge. And they're going to get building. Excellent. Okay, we're going to wrap this episode up here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with me while we fought off not one, but 2 raids. In the next episode, we're going to attempt to get going with some of these expansions, get some power going, and I hope to see you there. Thank you for joining me. I've been You As A Fool, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!